In Standard 9, Chapter 10, Part 1, Gravitation. In this chapter, we are going to see about gravitational, universal law of gravitation, free fall, acceleration due to gravity, difference between capital G and small g, mass and weight of an object on the surface of the moon. These are the main topics that we are going to cover. First thing, gravitation. Earth attracts everything towards it by an unseen force of attraction. This force of attraction is known as gravitation or gravitational pull. Universal law of gravitation. Every object in the universe attracts other object by a force of attraction called gravitation, which is directly proportional to the product of masses of an object and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. This is called law of gravitation or universal law of gravitation. Let capital M be the masses and small m be the mass of two objects respectively at a distance t apart. Let F be the attractional force between two masses. You can see the figure, two objects are given. Here F is proportional to capital M and small m, where capital M is the mass of bigger object, small m is the mass of smaller object. Also F is directly proportional to 1 upon d square. So, and F is proportional to m, capital M into d square. When we remove the proportionality constant, we get F equals to g m small m d square, where g is constant and is known as gravitational constant. Value of g is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. G is called the universal gravitational constant. Importance of the universal law of gravitation. It binds us to the earth. It is responsible for the motion of the moon around the earth. It is responsible for the motion of planet around the sun. Gravitational force of moon causes tides in the sea on earth. Free fall. When an object falls from any height under the influence of gravitational force only, it is known as free fall. Acceleration due to gravity. When an object falls towards the earth, there is a change in its acceleration due to the gravitational force of the earth. So the acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. The acceleration due to gravity is denoted by small g. The unit of g is same as the unit of acceleration, that is meter per second square. Mathematical expression for g. For the second law of motion, force is the product of mass and acceleration. Therefore, F equals to m into a. For the free fall, acceleration is replaced by acceleration due to gravity. Therefore, force becomes F equals to m into g. But from universal law of gravitation, F equals to g m upon d square. Equation second. From equation 1 and 2, we get mg equals to g capital M into small m upon d square. So, cancel, we get g equals to capital G into m upon d square, where m is the mass of the earth, d is the distance between object and the earth. For the object near to on the surface of the earth, distance d is equal to the radius of the earth, that is capital R. Thus small g equals to gm upon r square. Equation 3. Factor affecting the value of g. As the radius of the earth increases from poles to the equator, the value of g becomes greater at the pole than at the equator. As we go at larger height, value of g decreases. To calculate the value of small g, value of universal gravitational constant, capital G equals to 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Mass of the earth, capital M equals to 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg. Radius of the earth, R equals to 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 meter. Substituting all this value in the value 3, we get G equals to 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square into 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg upon 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 whole square. That equals to 9.8 meter per second square. The value of acceleration due to gravity of the earth is 9.8 meter per second square. Difference between gravitational constant capital G and gravitational acceleration small g. Now first one, capital G, its value is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Small g, the value is 9.8 meter per second square. Capital G, it's a scalar quantity. Small g, it's a vector quantity. Third point, its value remains constant always and everywhere. That is for capital G. Its value varies from place to place for small g. The unit of capital G is Newton meter square per kg square and unit of small g is meter per second square. Now motion of object under the influence of gravitational force of earth. Let an object is falling towards the earth with initial velocity u. Let its velocity under the effect of gravitational acceleration small g changes to v after covering a height h in time t. Then the three equations of motion can be expressed as velocity v after time t second equals to v equals to u plus dht. Height is covered in time t second equals to h equals to ut plus half gt square. Relation between v and u excluding t, that is v square equals to u square plus 2gh. The value of g is taken as positive in case of the object is moving towards earth and taken as negative in case of the object is thrown in opposite direction of the earth. Mass and weight. Mass m. The mass of the body is the quantity of matter contained in it. Mass is a scalar quantity which has only magnitude but no direction. Mass of the body always remains constant and does not change from place to place. The SI unit of mass is kilogram. Mass of the body can never be zero. Weight, denoted by W. The force with which an object is attracted towards the center of the earth is called the weight of the object. Now force equals to mass into acceleration. But in case of earth, A equals to small g. So F equals to mass into g. But the law of a force of attraction of earth on an object is called the weight W. Therefore W equals to m into g. As the weight is always act vertically or downwards, therefore weight has both magnitude and direction, therefore it is a vector quantity. The weight of the object changes from place to place depending on the mass of the object. The SI unit of weight is Newton. The weight of the object becomes zero if small g is zero. Weight of an object on the surface of moon. Mass of an object is same on earth as well as on moon, but weight is different. Weight of an object is given as W equals to m into g, where capital W is g into capital M into small m upon r square. Let the weight of the object on the earth be given as WGE equals to GME up into m upon re square, where g is gravitational constant, me is the mass of earth, re is the radius of earth, and small m is the mass of object, and weight of the object on moon be given as wm equals to g into capital m into small m into m rm square upon rm square, where mm is the mass of the earth, rm is the radius of the earth. So We upon Wm equals to Gmm upon Re square into Re square upon Gmm. Cancel, we get We upon Wm equals to Me upon Mn into Re square upon Rm square. Now we know that the mass of Earth is 100 times the mass of Moon. So ME equals to 100 times mm. And the radius of the Earth is 4 times the radius of the Moon. So RE equals to 4 Rm. So WE upon Wm equals to 100 Rm into ME into Rm square upon 4 times Rm square. So WE upon Wm equals to 100 by 16, that is equals to 6.25, which is approximately equals to 6. So weight on Moon is 1/6 the weight on Earth. Hence weight of the object on Moon is 1/6 the weight of the object on Earth. Circular motion and gravitational force. In circular motion, a force must act on a body as its direction of velocity changes. This force is called centripetal force. When Moon revolves around the Earth in circular path, gravitational force of Earth provides the centripetal force to the Moon for circular motion. When planet revolves around the Sun, the gravitational force of the Sun provides the centripetal force to the planet. Thrust and pressure. Thrust, the force exerted by an object perpendicular to the surface, is called thrust. Pressure. Pressure is defined as thrust or force per unit area on a surface. Pressure equals to thrust upon area. SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square, that is capital N upon meter square. SI unit of pressure is also called Pascal, that is PA. Factor affecting pressure. Pressure depends on two factors: force applied, area of surface over which the force acts. Since pressure is indirectly proportional to the surface area of the object, so pressure increases with increase in the surface area and decreases with increase in the surface area. Application of pressure in daily life. The base of high building is made wider to spread the weight of the whole building over a larger surface area, due to which less pressure acts on the ground. School bags are provided with broad strap so that the weight of the school bag falls over a larger area of the shoulder and produce less pressure, hence making it easy to carry. The blades of knives are made sharp so that on applying force on it, larger pressure is produced on the very small surface area, thus cutting the object easily. Pressure in fuel. Anything that can flow is called fuel. Example, liquid and gas. Molecules of a fuel move rapidly, randomly, and collide with the walls of vessel. The fuel apply pressure on the walls. Fuel exert pressure in all directions. Buoyancy and buoyant force. Force applied by the fuel on a solid which is partially or fully submerged in liquid is called the buoyant force, and this phenomenon is known as buoyancy. Buoyant force acts in upward direction and it depends on the density of fuel. Factor affecting the buoyant force. Magnitude of the buoyant force depends on two factors: volume of the object immersed in liquid, density of the liquid. Why does an object sink or float over water? When an object is immersed in water, it exerts pressure over water due to its weight. At the same time, water also exerts upward thrust, that is the buoyant force, over the object. If the force exerted by the object is greater than the buoyant force of water, the object sinks in water. If the force exerted by the object is less than the buoyant force of water, the object floats over water. Archimedes' principle. It states that when an object is immersed fully or partially in a fuel, it experiences an upward force that is equal to the weight of the fuel displaced by it. Application of Archimedes' principle. It is used in designing ships and submarines. It is used in determining relative density of substance. Hydrometer used to determine the density of liquid works on this principle. Lactometer used to determine the purity of milk also based on this principle. It is because of this principle that the ship made up of iron and steel floats in water, whereas the piece of iron like nail sink in it. Now we see the last topic, density. The mass per unit volume is called density of an object. Density rho equals to mass upon volume. So m upon v. Unit of density is kg per meter cube. Relative density. It is the ratio of density of a substance to the density of water. Relative density equals to density of substance upon density of water. Since relative density is a ratio of similar quantity, it has no unit. Application of density. If an object has density more than that of the liquid, it floats over the liquid. If an object has density lower than that of the liquid, it will sink in the liquid. When the relative density of a substance is less, it will float in water, otherwise it will sink in water. Thank you.